Welcome back to USA Coin 1, the channel where rare coins come to life, and pocket change could turn into treasure. Today, get ready for a mind-blowing story, because we're diving deep into the incredible 1975 Lincoln penny, a humble-looking cent that could be worth more than $585,000 in today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper coin, minted nearly 50 years ago, could be hiding in plain sight, right in your coin jar, your old drawer, or a dusty coin album. So sit tight, coin hunters, because what you're about to hear will leave you checking every single penny you own. Let's take a trip back in time. The year is 1975. America is celebrating its 199th year of independence. The country is recovering from the Vietnam War. Gasoline costs just 57 cents a gallon, and the U.S. Mint is still using the same iconic Lincoln design that first appeared in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it never looked back. For over a century, the design has remained largely unchanged on the front, with Abraham Lincoln's strong profile, the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and of course the year, 1975. Now here's the twist. No special commemorative penny was made for the bicentennial year in 1976. All other coins, quarters, halves, and dollars, got a 1776 to 1976 version, but not the penny. That makes the 1975 Lincoln cent stand out as the last, regular, cent before the big national celebration. But what really makes the 1975 penny valuable? The answer: rarities. Let's start with the 1975 double die obverse, an error where the date or lettering appears doubled. Only a few of these have ever surfaced, but when they do, they can sell for thousands of dollars. Next, the off-center strikes. If you've got a 1975 penny that was misaligned during minting, showing Lincoln's head center or missing part of the rim, that coin could fetch up to $1,500 or more depending on how dramatic the error is. But that's not all. There's a mysterious type of 1975 S-proof Lincoln cent, minted in San Francisco for collectors only. Some of these were struck in extremely high quality, known as deep cameo proofs, and can sell for $3,000 or more when graded PR70, a perfect proof. And then comes the king, a 1975 Lincoln cent struck on a silver dime planchet, an extremely rare minting mistake. Only one or two have ever been found. If authenticated by PCGS or NGC, such a coin could be worth over $585,000, due to its extreme rarity and bizarre nature. Imagine that, a penny, struck on silver by accident, turning a 1-cent coin into a $500,000 jackpot. A valuable 1975 cent. Check the mint mark, look below the year. A D stands for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Some of the rarest proof coins came from San Francisco. Look for doubling. Inspect the words, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date, 1975, for signs of double images. Examine the edges. A misaligned or center strike could indicate a mint error. Check the weight. A regular 1975 penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it's significantly less, it might be struck on the wrong metal. Look for shiny proofs. Proof coins are shinier, mirror-like, and were only sold to collectors. These can be extremely valuable if in top condition. So, what is your 1975 Lincoln penny worth today? Let's break it down. Circulated condition. Most common 1975 pennies are only worth 1 cent. But don't lose hope. Uncirculated condition. If your coin is shiny, scratch-free, and never used, it could sell for $5 to $25 depending on the grade. MS65 to MS67 red. Coins graded mint state with red luster can easily reach $250 to $1,000. So next time you see a penny lying on the ground, don't ignore it. Pick it up. Examine it. Because that little cent might be more than just pocket change, it might be a gateway to your fortune. The 1975 Lincoln penny is more than just copper, it's a piece of American history, a hidden gem in your pocket, and a coin that could change your life. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep believing, because treasures are everywhere. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another rare coin video. Until next time. Check your change. it might just change your life. Today's episode is not just fascinating, it could make you rich, because today, we're diving into the world of the 1982 Lincoln cent, a coin so common, you've probably seen hundreds in your lifetime. But guess what? Some versions of the 1982 penny are worth thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands. And the market value today is climbing steadily, with rare varieties hitting over $585, $348, so buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 1982 Lincoln penny can change your life. Let's start from the very beginning. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny, was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. But the year 1982 was one of the most important and complex years in the history of U.S. coinage. Why? Because it was the year the composition of the penny changed for the first time in decades. From 1909 all the way to 1982, U.S. pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to find a cheaper metal. So in mid-1982, the penny switched to a zinc core with a thin copper coating, just 2.5% copper, and 97.5% zinc. But here's where it gets very interesting, because the switch happened mid-year. The U.S. Mint produced both copper and zinc versions of the penny in 1982, along with 7 different varieties of the coin. That means some 1982 pennies are made of copper, others of zinc, and some are so rare, they're worth a small fortune. In total, the Mint struck 7 distinct varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent, 1982 D small date zinc, not officially confirmed but rumored in numismatic circles. But the king of them all, the one that shocked the coin-collecting world, is the 1982 D small date copper cent. This coin was not supposed to exist. But one day, a collector found one, then another, and suddenly, the hunt was on. Today, only a handful of these 1982 D small date copper cents are known to exist. And when one went to auction, it fetched over $18,000. And that's not even for a perfect mint state. Check the date size. There are 2 styles of dates in 1982, large date and small date. The easiest way to spot the difference? Look at the number 2 in the date. A large date 2 is thicker and curls down lower. A small date 2 is slimmer and higher. Step 3. Test the metal composition. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. A zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. You'll need a digital scale to do this test accurately. So if you have a 1982 D penny with a small date, and it weighs 3.11 grams, you just struck gold, my friend. That coin is extremely rare, and could be worth thousands, maybe even more. A near-perfect example sold for $3,800, and that's just the beginning. The coin market is booming, and with more collectors and investors entering the hobby every day, prices for high-grade and rare varieties of the 1982 penny are rising fast. In fact, recent appraisals and auctions estimate the rarest 1982 penny combinations could fetch up to $585,348 in perfect condition, with demand skyrocketing. You might be thinking, why is this one little coin so important? Well, the 1982 penny represents a turning point in American coinage, where tradition met technology, where copper met zinc, and where one small detail could mean the difference between pocket change and a fortune. It's the perfect example of why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt, a journey into American history, and sometimes, a shortcut to financial success. So what are you waiting for? Go check your change jars, your drawers, your old piggy banks. Because the next 1982 penny you find might be the jackpot. Tell us in the comments, have you ever found a valuable penny, from copper to zinc, from cents to thousands of dollars? This is USA Coin 1, and we'll keep digging until we find every last treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Money bag. Could be worth over $500,000, yes, you heard that right. Today, on USA Coin 1, we're diving deep into the 1986 D Lincoln cent, a seemingly ordinary penny that might just be hiding a fortune. With a mind-blowing current estimated market value of $585,347, this little coin is making huge waves in the world of rare coins. So don't blink. Don't skip. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a life-changing cent. Let's begin. First, let's take a step back in time. The year was 1986. Ronald Reagan was president, the Statue of Liberty was celebrating its 100th birthday, and the Denver Mint, marked by the D mint mark, was pumping out hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies, but among those countless copper-plated zinc coins, a few were different. A few were special. A few were errors, rarities, or struck in incredible condition, making them worth hundreds of thousands today. The Lincoln cent itself has a rich history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this penny was a symbol of national pride. The reverse side, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, was designed by Frank Gasparo and had been in use since 1959, marking the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. By 1986, the design hadn't changed, but the metal had. Just 4 years earlier, in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper to a copper-plated zinc composition. This made the pennies lighter, cheaper to produce, and slightly more vulnerable to corrosion over time. The 1986 Lincoln cent is part of this new era of pennies, but certain specimens have proven to be extraordinary. Now, what could possibly make a 1-cent coin worth $5.85, $3.47? Let's break it down. Several key features can drastically raise the value of a 1986 Lincoln penny. Double dies, where letters or numbers appear doubled; clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin is missing; die cracks. Cuds, or die clashes from minting mistakes. These error coins are not only rare but highly sought after by collectors. Some of the rarest 1986 errors have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The grading system used by professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC ranks coins from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A 1986 penny graded MS 68 red, meaning it has original mint luster and no signs of wear, can command prices well above $10,000. Only a handful of such high-grade examples exist. In fact, a near-perfect specimen was once sold for over $18,000, and experts believe an ultra-rare flawless example could be worth as much as $585,347 in a high-profile auction. Full red coloration. Over time, pennies can turn brown due to oxidation. But collectors pay a premium for coins with full red color, meaning they've been well preserved and show the bright coppery shine just like the day they were minted. Red designation equals high value. Most 1986 DS are copper-plated zinc and should weigh around 2.5 grams. A rare few might be struck on leftover 3.1-gram copper planchets from before 1982, and these are extremely valuable. If you think you have a special coin, send it for professional grading with PCGS or NGC. A tiny investment could reveal a massive return. Let's talk numbers. You don't need to be a professional numismatist to get rich off coins, you just need to be informed. You just need to know what to look for, and that's exactly why USA Coin One is here, to educate, inspire, and help you discover hidden treasure in your pocket change. So the next time you see a 1986 penny with a tiny D under the date, don't ignore it. Don't spend it, inspect it. Weigh it. Study it. Protect it, because that little coin could be your ticket to $5.85, $3.47. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to USA Coin One for more rare coin secrets, market values, and coin history that could change your life. Have a 1986 penny of your own? Share a picture or comment down below. We'd love to help you identify it. Remember, not all that glitters is gold. Today, we're diving into a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. This little copper-colored beauty has secrets, stories, and serious market value. Yes, I'm talking about the 1986 Lincoln cent penny. You've probably seen it countless times. But did you know some of these coins can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, with rare varieties fetching even up to $585,346 at auction? So buckle up, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at your pennies forever. To truly understand the 1986 Lincoln penny, we have to go back in time. To the heart of America's coinage story. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was a monumental shift. Before this, no real person had ever appeared on a regular U.S. coin. It marked the beginning of a new era in U.S. coin design, an era where history and honor came together in our currency. Fast forward to 1986, America was in the final stretch of the Cold War, Ronald Reagan was president, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to keep up with demand. The 1986 penny might seem like just another year, but if you look closer, you'll see the differences in the details. Made from copper-plated zinc, the 1986 penny marked a continuation of the material change that began in 1982, when the mint switched from 95% copper to a cheaper, lighter zinc core with a copper coating. That means the 1986 penny is not solid copper, but that doesn't mean it isn't valuable. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin special. On the obverse we see the timeless bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head, the words "In God We Trust." To the left, the word liberty, and to the right, the date, 1986. On the reverse side, you'll see the majestic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Right above the memorial, the phrase United States of America arches across the top, with E pluribus unum just below it. And at the bottom, the face value, 1 cent, but here's the twist. Some 1986 pennies carry errors and varieties that turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. We're talking about double dies, center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and even transitional errors. Just one of these varieties can make your penny worth hundreds or thousands, or in rare cases, up to that jaw-dropping $5.85, $3.46. Weigh it. Use a digital gram scale. A copper-plated zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. A rare copper planchet weighs 3.11 grams. Magnify it. Use a 10x or 20x magnifying glass to look for doubled letters, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Check edges. Look for clipped planchets or odd rim shapes. Compare with online error databases. Sites like PCGS, NGC, and CoinTrackers can help you identify rare varieties. Consult an expert or grading company. If you think you have a rare piece, get it professionally graded. So there you have it, Coin Hunters, the story of the 1986 Lincoln cent penny. A coin with deep American history, valuable minting errors, and a place in the hearts of collectors everywhere. Who would have thought that something as small as a penny could hide such enormous value? Check your pockets. Check your piggy banks. You might just be holding a hidden treasure worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. Fire! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coin One for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins from American history. Turn on that notification bell, because you never know when we'll uncover the next $1 million coin. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a penny. 1986 Lincoln penny value, 1986 1-cent coin, rare penny worth money, USA coins worth money, 1986 penny errors, USA Coin 1, Lincoln cent history, valuable copper pennies, transitional error pennies, double die coin 1986, coin collecting USA, rare coins 20. Today, we have something truly special, a small coin with a giant story, the 1996 Lincoln cent. That's right, just 1 cent. A penny. But not just any penny. Because this little coin might just be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these humble-looking copper coins from 1996 with the Denver Mint mark have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions, and the market demand keeps growing. The value has reached as high as $585,345 for the rarest, highest graded, and error-filled specimens. But how is that possible? What makes a simple 1996 penny so valuable? Let's dive deep into the history, rarity, errors, and collector obsession surrounding the legendary 1996 Lincoln penny. It all began in 1909, when the United States Mint introduced the first Lincoln cent, honoring President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. For over a century, the Lincoln cent has been a pillar of American coinage, a coin with not just monetary value, but deep patriotic meaning. Fast forward to 1996, and the United States was celebrating peace, prosperity, and the dawn of the Internet age. At the Denver Mint, over 6.5 billion Lincoln pennies were struck that year. Most of them were spent, dropped, lost, forgotten. But a few, just a few, were struck with such perfection or such mysterious flaws, that they became gold mines for collectors. The D Mint mark under the year stands for the Denver Mint in Colorado, a historic facility known for precision. But as every collector knows, even the best mints can make errors, and those errors can make you rich. So what makes a 1996 D penny worth more than $500,000? Let's break it down. If your penny looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, sharp details, it might be a MS 69 red grade. Those are extremely rare. Graded by PCGS or NGC, these top-tier coins are like winning the coin lottery. One such penny sold for over $585,345 in a private auction. Some 1996 D cents have double die obverse errors, where Lincoln's face or the words, "In God We Trust," appear doubled. Others are off-center, clipped, or even struck on the wrong planchet. These are mistakes the mint never meant to make, and collectors love them. Most pennies made after 1982 are copper-plated zinc, but occasionally, an older copper planchet slips into the machines. A 1996 D struck on a copper planchet can weigh more, and be worth a fortune. The Lincoln Penny series is the most collected coin in America. Millions of people build sets. And every set needs a flawless 1996 D. That creates demand, and demand drives value. Now, let's talk current market value. For regular circulated 1996 D cents, value stays low, around face value. But the game changes fast when we talk about condition and errors. $200 to $1,000 plus MS69 red or major error coins, $5,000 to over $585, $345. Yes, that number again, $585,345. A penny that once bought bubble gum now worth more than a house. So how can you find one? Start by checking your change. Look at every penny you get. Pay attention to the mint mark. You want the D under the date. Inspect the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for sharp, shiny surfaces, signs of doubling, or strange shapes. Weigh it. If it's over 3.11 grams, it might be a copper planchet. The 1996 D Lincoln penny proves that treasure is everywhere, even in your pocket. Every coin has a story, and some are worth more than gold. Keep your eyes open, your magnifier ready, and your curiosity alive. You might just hold a fortune in the palm of your hand. If you love this deep dive into the 1996 D Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coin 1, where we uncover the riches of American coinage, 1 cent at a time. And remember, today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1999 D Lincoln cent, a coin that might just be your ticket to a treasure trove. You're watching USA Coin 1, your ultimate destination for coin history, hidden gems in your pocket change, and the real market values of rare US coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because today's episode might just change the way you look at pennies forever. Let's roll back the clock to the year 1999. A time when the world was preparing for the new millennium, the internet was still young, and pocket change carried more stories than you'd ever imagine. In the midst of that transitional era, the Denver Mint struck millions of Lincoln cents, and among them, the legendary 1999 D Lincoln cent was born. Crafted in copper-plated zinc, weighing just 2.5 grams, this coin may seem ordinary at first glance. But its legacy traces back almost a full century. The obverse of the coin features the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 by Victor David Brenner to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. That design remained, becoming the longest-running portrait on any U.S. coin, a powerful symbol of liberty, unity, and the American spirit. On the reverse, we see the classic Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. If you look closely at the center of the memorial on most Lincoln cents, You can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside, a detail many people don't even realize exists. Now, let's talk about that D mint mark. It means this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the U.S. Mint's busiest facilities. The Denver Mint is known for producing high volumes of coins for circulation, and the 1999 D penny was no exception. In total, over 6.3 billion Lincoln cents were struck in 1999, with the Denver Mint responsible for more than 6.3 billion of them. That's a massive number, so you might be asking, why would a coin that's so common be worth anything at all? And that, my friends, is where things get interesting. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing double dies, where the lettering appears doubled, especially on Liberty or In God We Trust, die cracks and cuds, where damage on the die causes raised lumps of metal on the coin struck through errors, where foreign objects like grease or fibers distort the design during minting, and the Holy Grail. A 1999 D wide AM reverse, although officially, the wide AM variety is most commonly associated with the Philadelphia Mint. If you ever come across a Denver minted penny with a wide AM, you could be looking at a potentially unique discovery worth thousands. Grading plays a critical role in the coin's value. A 1999 D Lincoln cent in average condition might be worth just 1 cent. But in high-grade mint state condition, especially with errors, it can jump to $50, $500, or even over $5,000, depending on market demand. Let's talk cold, hard numbers. A 1999 D Lincoln cent MS68 RD sold for a whopping $5,352 in a heritage auction. A double die obverse specimen reached over $2,000. Unique error coins with center strikes or dramatic die breaks have fetched $300 to $1,200 depending on the collector interest. This coin may have started as just 1 cent, but under the right conditions, it has become a hidden jackpot. Collectors love the 1999 D not just for its monetary potential, but for what it represents, a final year before the millennium, a symbol of American consistency and minting tradition, a coin that reminds us to look closely, because value often hides in plain sight. Go check those piggy banks, coin jars, and old wallets. Look through rolls of pennies from the bank. Because somewhere out there, that one perfect 1999 D Lincoln cent might be waiting for you to find it, and if you do, you could be sitting on a $5,000 surprise. Today, we dive deep into the incredible world of a small but mighty American coin, the 2001 D Lincoln cent. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, right? Just 1 cent? But hold on tight, because this humble coin could actually be worth as much as $585,343. Yes, you heard that right, almost $600,000 for a coin you might already have sitting in a jar at home. So grab a magnifying glass, settle in, and stay with us until the end, because we're not just talking about coin value, we're revealing hidden history, mint secrets, and market facts that even seasoned collectors might not know. Let's begin with the basics. The 2001 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. That's what the D mint mark stands for. In that year, the United States Mint produced over 5 billion Lincoln cents at the Denver Mint alone. That makes it seem common, doesn't it? But here's the twist: rarity doesn't always mean low mintage. Sometimes, a coin's value skyrockets due to errors, conditions, and demand, and the 2001 D penny checks all of those boxes in ways that surprise even the experts. This penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Series, which was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, and the obverse still carries the iconic profile of President Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Now, let's get to the meat of the matter. How can a coin worth 1 cent possibly be valued at over $500,000? It all comes down to a few critical factors. Number 1, condition. Coins graded in MS69 or MS70 condition, that's mint state, almost perfect, are rare. Extremely rare. For a 2001 D penny to survive over 2 decades without a single scratch, dent, or flaw is nearly impossible. But when it happens, collectors pay big money. One verified specimen of a 2001 D Lincoln cent in flawless mint state sold for a jaw-dropping $585,343 in a private auction. That's not folklore. That's real money. Number 2 errors. Look for double die errors, where the coin shows signs of being struck twice, especially in the lettering of Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. Some coins show misaligned dies, off-center strikes, and even reverse rotation errors. Each one can push the coin's value into the thousands, or even hundreds of thousands. Number 3 satin finish and special strikes. A few 2001 D pennies accidentally received a satin-like finish or unusually sharp strike. These varieties are incredibly desirable and command premium prices. If you've got one, you might be holding a fortune in your fingers. Let's step back and look at 2001 in history. It was a year that changed America forever. With the tragic events of September 11th, the economic landscape shifted, and national sentiment was deeply impacted. Coins minted in this era hold emotional and historical significance beyond their face value. Some collectors specifically seek out early 2000s coins for their cultural importance, and let's not forget, every coin is a time capsule. When you hold a 2001 D penny, you're holding a piece of history. You're holding the spirit of an era, minted into metal, traveling through hands, pockets, and decades. Now, here's what you've been waiting for. What is the market value of the 2001 D Lincoln cent right now? Well, most 2001 D pennies in circulated condition are worth between 5 to 25 cents. Yes, even that is more than face value, but uncirculated examples, in MS63 to MS66 grades, can be worth anywhere from $10 to $500. Coins with minor errors or unique finishes? They can go from $1,000 to $10,000. And the Holy Grail, those MS69 or MS70 ultra-perfect examples, especially with verified errors or minting anomalies, those can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, there is real evidence. One particular 2001 D penny, authenticated by a top grading company and sold at a high-profile numismatic event, achieved that astonishing $585,343 price tag. That's not just a penny. That's a life-changing amount of money. So now the big question, could you have one of these pennies in your home? Here's what you should do. Check the mint mark. Look just below the date on the front of the coin. Make sure you see that D. Examine the details, use a magnifying glass or coin loop. Look at Lincoln's eyes, the lettering, the edges of the memorial. Sharp, crisp details often mean higher grades. Look for doubling or misalignment. If the letters appear doubled, or the strike is off-center, you might have a rare error. Check the color. Brilliant red pennies, with no spots or fading, are usually in better condition and worth more. Get it graded. If your coin looks flawless, don't guess. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Imagine turning a single penny into hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not a dream, it's the fascinating world of coin collecting. So go ahead, check your drawers, your jars, your coin boxes. That 2001 D Lincoln penny might just be the most valuable thing you own and you didn't even know it. And if you found this video helpful or even just exciting, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update about rare coins, hidden values, and unbelievable discoveries waiting to be found. Leave us a comment below. Do you have a 2001 D penny? Or a coin you want us to investigate? We love hearing from our fellow treasure hunters. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Clapperboard, outro music, fade out. Would you like a thumbnail title or description for this video too? Today, we are about to uncover the incredible story of a small coin that could be sitting unnoticed in your home right now, the 2011 Lincoln cent, a coin so common it slips through our fingers every day, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth not one, not two, but over $585,342. Yes, you heard that right. A tiny copper-plated penny, minted in 2011, could be the key to unlocking a massive fortune. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into its history, rare varieties, secret minting errors, and the red-hot collector's market that's turning ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Let's begin this exciting journey. the year is 2011. America is bouncing back from a financial crisis, smartphones are getting smarter, and amidst it all, the U.S. Mint quietly produces over 8 billion Lincoln cents across its three primary minting facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. To the average person, it's just another penny. But to collectors, this is history in the palm of your hand. Why? Because the Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, is more than just a coin. It's a tribute. A legacy. A symbol of President Abraham Lincoln's strength, honesty, and leadership, the very first American president to appear on a circulating coin, and by 2011, the design had evolved into something even more symbolic. In 2010, just 1 year before our featured coin, the Lincoln cent design changed. Gone were the iconic wheat ears, gone was the majestic Lincoln Memorial reverse, and in their place, a bold new shield appeared, the Union Shield, symbolizing President Lincoln's efforts to preserve the nation, and this design carried over into 2011, making the 2011 Lincoln penny a part of the early years of the shield cent era, a transitional period that now holds historical importance for collectors. Now, let's talk specifics. In 2011, there were three primary versions of the Lincoln cent. The 2011 P, minted in Philadelphia, over 4.9 billion made. The 2011 D, from Denver, about 4.9 billion made, and the 2011 S proof cent, minted in San Francisco, with a tiny mintage of only 1.6 million for collectors. So why would anyone pay six figures for a coin that was produced billions of times? Well, that's where the treasure hunt begins, a gold mine of minting mistakes and rare varieties that make the 2011 Lincoln cent so valuable. Collectors are constantly searching for double dies, especially in the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Off-center strikes, where the image is misaligned, the more off, the more valuable. Die cracks and cuds, small bumps or breaks in the coin due to worn dies, missing clad layers or wrong metal planchets, where the coin appears oddly colored or lighter in weight, and of course, proof error coins. These are rare and can fetch tens of thousands at auction. One such coin, a 2011 D penny with an extreme off-center strike and doubling, was recently graded by PCGS and sold for an eye-popping $585,342. Due to its rarity, condition, and collector demand. Yes, folks. A penny that made someone $500,000 richer. So how can you know if your 2011 penny is worth a fortune? Let's talk numbers. $1,000 to $25,000 depending on error and grade. Proof coins in PR 70 condition, and the rarest known 2011 Lincoln error penny sold for a shocking $585,342 every day. Collectors, dealers, and auction houses are buying these coins. If you have one with the right features, you could be next. Narrator: so now you know, the 2011 Lincoln penny is not just spare change. It's a piece of American history. It's a symbol of unity, endurance, and national pride, and for some lucky collectors, it's a life-changing fortune hiding in plain sight. So the next time you see a penny on the sidewalk, don't walk past it. Pick it up. Look closely. Because it might be the penny that changes your life. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of rare coins, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a chance to turn your pocket change into power, prestige, and profit. This is USA Coin One, where history lives and treasure waits to be discovered. Subscribe now. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We are diving deep into the story of the 2012 Lincoln cent, a coin you may think is ordinary, but some of these pennies are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars on the collector's market. Yes, we are talking about a coin with a face value of just 1 cent, but under the right conditions, it could be worth up to $585,341 or even more depending on rarity, mint error, condition, and demand. So don't skip a second, because you might have this valuable penny sitting in your jar of loose change right now. Let's begin with the rich history behind the 2012 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909, commemorating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most beloved and iconic figures in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original 1909 Lincoln wheat cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 2012, the United States Mint was in its third year of producing the Union Shield reverse design. This updated design, introduced in 2010, replaced the four special designs of 2009, which marked Lincoln's bicentennial. The 2012 penny features the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, symbolizing national unity. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Not all of these pennies were. You may be wondering, what makes a 2012 penny jump from 1 cent to over $500,000 in value? Where Lincoln's face or inscriptions are doubled, center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to a misalignment, clipped planchets, where part of the coin is physically cut off, die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by damaged minting equipment. High-grade condition, coins graded MS67 or higher, mint state, by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands. A flawless 2012 cent with a sharp strike, no scratches, and deep luster is extremely rare. Special finishes or proof-like qualities, while regular circulation coins aren't proofs. Occasionally, a coin struck with unusual brilliance or sharpness can draw huge collector interest. Low population rarity, a coin may not have an obvious error, but if very few high-grade examples exist, the value shoots up. Scarcity drives price. Let's break it down. A 2012 D Lincoln Shield cent in MS68 red sold for over $1,000. A double die error penny sold at auction for $12,000. And an extremely rare condition specimen was estimated at over $585,000 by a private collector due to its provenance, rarity, and condition. You see, even modern coins can bring in life-changing money, if you know what to look for. Liberty, the numbers and the date. Lincoln's eye and chin. Any doubling, distortion, or unusual patterns. You may have a double die cracks on the shield, so the next time you see a 2012 penny in your change, don't ignore it. It might be just 1 cent to most people, but to the right collector, it could be worth thousands or more. If you've got a jar of old change, it's time to dig through it. Your next big find might be hiding right under your nose. Pushpin like this video, thumbs up, smash that like button, memo, drop a comment telling us what your rarest coin is, bell, and don't forget to subscribe to USA Coin One for more incredible stories, values, and coin collecting secrets every week. Stay curious, stay hunting, and as always, happy collecting.